What is happening? AJ Gamer Dude here, and Nintendo makes a lot of weird decisions throughout their time as a company. They've done a lot of strange things and continue to do so, but this is one of the times in which we can all sit down and agree, hey Nintendo, you make some weird decisions sometimes in the past, but this time around you made a good choice. Nintendo has become the biggest company in the games industry to say no to generative AI. And if there is one company that is known for their creativity, their almost joyful amount of fun that they provide, whether it be through the animation, art style, gameplay, or anything else in between when it comes to their titles, the big N, Nintendo, is always there to provide just the most genuine amount of fun you can really ever have playing a game made by any possible company. Because not only do what they make actually feel like, it's genuinely for everyone, no matter how old you get, you'll always be able to find a Nintendo game for you, but also because it's been around for so long, there is going to be some level of nostalgia for people, again, just no matter how old you get. And of course, while specifically aimed at kids, there is a good amount of difficulty to go around with some of the extra content that is usually involved in Nintendo titles, whether it be Zelda, Mario, or just anything else in between, really, so to speak. With that being said, though, let's actually look at what Furukawa Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa said that they were not planning on using generative AI technology for its games. In the investor call, he said, in the games industry, AI-like technology has been used to control enemy character movements, so I believe that game development and AI technology have always been closely related, and that is true. AI is used to program the non-playable characters or the NPCs that you see in games, or companions that kind of join you. However, he is differentiating AI with generative AI in the next statement. Generative AI, which has been a hot topic recently, can be more creative in its use, but I also recognize that it has its issues with intellectual property rights. Our company has had the know-how to create optimal gaming experiences for our customers for decades. While we are flexible in responding to technological developments, we will like to continue to deliver value that is unique to us and cannot be created simply by technology alone. And then it says in this last paragraph, despite legal, creative, and ethical concerns around generative AI tools that scrape the internet for image and text data to spit out reconfigured amalgamated form, the gold rush, some might say bubble, around the tech shows no sign of slowing down soon. And I love how with this last paragraph said by pretty much the president of Nintendo, what was it, this one? Here we go. Which is a massive shot to people who use AI in general, where he says, we would like to continue to deliver value that is unique to us and cannot be created by technology alone, saying that, hey, the stuff that we make is so good, so unique, that what we expect AI cannot deliver on. And that is the best way to say people who use AI are unoriginal and not unique in any way, shape, or form, and in fact lack creativity, which is great. I like that while not intentionally used to really punch AI bros in the gut, but quite literally it is doing just that. And it is true that in order for AI to perform, it needs to scrape data from somewhere. Ultimately, it's just finding stuff that currently exists, because AI is not currently capable of creating something itself. And that much is true, and we all know that. I just love the statement by Nintendo because it very much encapsulates why people don't like AI, because it feels rudimentary in terms of what it is. And after you've seen enough AI imagery, at some point you can easily tell, and then when you can't tell, that's when things start to get a little bit more sort of Skynet-like, where people are like, oh no, the sky's falling because I can't tell the difference between what is AI generated and what is made by human hands. And unfortunately, it's interesting here that it says, well, unfortunate or interesting, I suppose, depending on how you want to look at it. In the game industry, whoops, wrong paragraph. Here we go. Generative AI, which has been a hot topic recently, has been more creative in its use, but I also recognize the issues with intellectual property rights. And when it comes to Nintendo's property, they will sue the ever-living daylights out of anyone that tried to mess with their IP in any way, shape, or form. So the fact of the matter is that if Nintendo were to use this, it could potentially open them up if, you know, anything was ever called out in terms of actual IP usage. Because Nintendo is a stickler for other people using their IP. So I feel like the exchange would be equally give and take, and if anybody wanted to take Nintendo to court because they found something that they made in a Nintendo product, then, you know, that I feel like, oh, actually probably don't want to mess with a giant corporation unless you yourself are a giant corporation. So I suppose it very much depends on how you want to look at that. Maybe that led into a dead-end thought at the end of it, but yeah, I'm just kind of very much talking off the dome at the moment anyways. But again, this is all very much interesting stuff. I love what Nintendo has said, and have also called out AI bros in the process by saying that they are not unique or... hold on, I had it right here. Yes. Saying that Nintendo are unique, and that people like AI bros are not, because of course you can't use technology alone to create what Nintendo does best, which is make fun in a way that I feel like very little other studios ever really could, and be able to consistently do it over decades and decades. And the fact of the matter is, they said right here, our company has had the know-how to create optimal gaming experiences for our customers for decades. So obviously they're also kind of looking at their lineage and being like, hey, we've been at this for so long, and we've been doing it so well for so long. Hey, like, you know, AI ain't gonna do anything to help us because we're just that good. So I definitely appreciate, you know, Nintendo really also putting their foot down, being like, you know, this is us with our A game on. Though, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 300 subs by the end of the year, and with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.